Now I will give one demo on projection of solids. So in that I will select one question from the assignment, that is 8th question. So the question given here is a hexagonal prism 25 mm sides of base and 50 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its corner of base such that the two base edges containing the corner on which it rests make equal inclinations with HP. Draw the projections of prism when the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degrees and appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degrees. So from this, so just take some 2 minutes to think about this question what they have given. So first of all, we know that hexagonal prism is given. So in the prism we have two faces, parallel faces, and number of 6 side lateral surfaces, and the base edges, the parallel bases which are having the edges, so the edge length is 25 mm, and coming to the axis, the height of the prism is 50 mm, and it is resting on HP. So we know that HP, it is resting on one of its corner of base such that the two base edges, so base edges in the sense that whatever the corner it is containing, that surface is inclined to HP such that all the edges containing that corner are inclined equally to HP. It is nothing but face is inclined to HP. Draw the projections of prism when the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degrees and appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degrees. So let us start with the prism, how to draw it. So before that, here I will take one problem, so that I will create a part first in a 3 dimensions. So from this you can understand in 3 dimensions how it looks in the front view, top view, when it is inclined only to HP, and later how it appears to be inclined with HP or VP. So that we'll see here. So first what I will do is I will construct a prism first. So just don't concentrate on this software. So this is for making modeling. I'm using the solid edge. So this you are going to study in the 3rd semester. So just don't concentrate on the software what I'm using, just concentrate on the model what I'm going to create. So first I will take the model. So I'll construct a model here. So from the top I will draw here. So to construct a hexagon base, what all things are required. So what I'll do is I'll click somewhere else. I'll give the side lengths. So base edge length is 25 mm. Enter. First line angle is 0. Enter. And the length of the one of the side is 25. Okay. Then the angle is 60. Then again the length is 25. Enter. Then the angle, if you are confusing, just move this line towards this line. So you can observe at 25 edge length it is aligned with the bottom end point. That is again angle is 120. So 120. Enter. Then here you can observe. So this length is 25 minus 180. Okay. Then see here. At a 25 length I need angle of minus 120. Then last, the length is 25 as well as the angle is minus 60. So by this I have created one plane which is a hexagonal plane. So from this plane I can construct a prism. Okay. So come to return here. It's not closed. Okay. Just don't concentrate this software. So now observe. From this plane I am going to construct a prism. So the height of the prism, how much they have given? So just observe here. The axis height is 50 mm. So I will take 50 mm in the part model. So this distance I will give 50 mm. Enter. Clear? So here you can understand in 3 dimensions how the prism or hexagonal prism looks like. Now in the front view, if you want to observe, when it is resting on the corner, so this is the corner. This is the corner where I am showing the cursor, don't see the plane. So the cursor point what I am showing is the corner on it, on which it is resting on the HP in the last stage. Okay, so in the last stage means, just I will show here. So go to rotate. See here, when it is inclined to HP, it will be looking like this. Okay, it will be looking like this. Inclined to VP will be towards VP or near to observer, or away from the VP, it will be like this. Is that clear? So I will take, normally I will take towards VP. If they have given in the question the axis is towards observer, you can take like this, or else I will take like this. Okay, now this corner should rest on HP. So now to construct this type of prism in 2 dimensions, so you can observe. So how it is resting on HP now? It should rest on the corner. So in the front view I can see like this, or else you can go to front view. Just see, this is the front view of the given prism, and the top view is like this. This is the top view. So in the top view you can observe it is resting on the corner. So this corner I am going to rotate later. Okay, so naming you can give from A, so B, C, D, E, F, again repeat. Is that clear? So there are 2 faces, you just observe here, A, B, C, D, E, F. For the top base you can give, or for the bottom base you can give. So whatever we are entered now, A, B, C, D, E, F, okay, G, H, I, J, K and L. So like this you can give the 2 face corner names and axis name, that is O and O1 in the top view, and dash in the front views. So this is the top view, you can draw it in the drawing sheet. Okay, so what I will do is, again in the 2D drawing I will take one line, that is thickness 0.15 for XY line. So this is the XY line I am going to draw here. So go to tools. I don't want relationships. Okay, now so naming you follow it. Just I will show the drawing procedure. So again I will draw the hexagonal plane, that is having the sides of 25, again same way, angle is 0, okay, 25, again angle is 60, okay. So just I will follow like this, 25 I will enter, and remaining is like this. I will click here. So this is again, length is 25, angle is 180, okay. So length is 25 I want, length is 25, angle is minus 120, correct. And last, that is 25 length minus 50 angle. Now this plane, which is nothing but a prism, hexagonal prism resting on the HP, and here you can give the namings. So top surface I will name it as ABCD, or else bottom face you can name it as ABCD. So what I will do here for our convenience, as the corner is touching on HP, this A I will take at the bottom face. So if it is bottom, you can observe here, if it is in the bottom, see now bottom is here, this is the first corner where it is resting on HP. This corner what I will do, I will name it as A. ABCD in anti-clockwise I will come, here F will be ended. Now come to next, after F it is G. So again from A above this, G, H, I, J, K and L. Okay, so this top all names will be, top all corners will be visible, bottom all corners will be hidden, so that you have to name it in brackets, so that you take care. Now what I will do is, I will draw the projection lines. So make the thickness of this, all the edges to 0.5 thickness. Okay, is there any edges in between? See, so if I see from the top, there is no edges in between this plane, so no need to draw any edges up to this axis. So just what you can do is, any middle point you can draw it, and that middle point you can name it as O and O1. So just I will take one point of thickness 0.5, so the middle click here. So just name it as O and O1. Now go to projection lines. So take the projection lines, continuous, so thickness is 0.05, enter. Now see, so this is one projection line. So then from here to here I'll click one more projection line. So these all things you know already. Okay, now what I will do is I will construct the front view of the prism. So that front view of prism, how it looks, so that you can observe here. There is a corner here. So take the line of thickness 0.5 again. What is the height given? Axis height is 50 mm. This I will create here. See now, this is also 50, and this is 50 height. Now draw the axis line. So the axis line after projection line I will take, so that thickness is 0.05 because it is inside the solid. So just imaginary line. Now this corner is A, also it is G. G is from top, A is from bottom, so A is here. So from this corner I will incline this solid, which is inclined to HP in the second stage, so that these all edges you can observe, all edges in the sense A to B or A to D or A to F, so those all edges are equally inclined to HP. So just observe here, it is like this in the 3D. So just you can observe, if I rotate this, so this is in the front view. What I will do is I will incline this with the HP. So like this it will be inclined. Is that clear? So now it is, when it is inclined, A is here, and observe all the edges, A to B and A to F. A to B is behind, A to F is in front. So these edges or complete face is equally inclined to HP. So that aim you are going to achieve. Now what I will do, so in the sketching part, so again I will take the copy of this front view and I will just move it. So move with copy. So click on the corner A, take up to here. So what is the inclination with HP they have given? Equally inclined. Just see here. Axis is inclined to HP at 40 degrees. So now already I have told you the inclination how to find out with respect to base. Now in axis is inclined at 40 degrees. So what I can do now? So just draw like this. One line you draw it on this base. So this axis is inclined at what angle? It is at 40 degrees. So this is at 40 degrees. Enter. So this is at 40 degrees. Now this base line or face is perpendicular to this axis. So draw one line there, anywhere on this line you draw one perpendicular line, or touch this line. Now start the line. So it is showing now perpendicular line from that axis. Also extend it. Or parallel to this line. Okay, no problem. So what you can do is, I will just extend this line up to here, or else you can go to IntelliSketch. Again you can take the different relationship handlings. So by that you can draw this triangle now. So observe this. Now I will consider this is the base of the prism. This is the axis of the prism which is going up to the tip. Now what is the angle with the axis is 40 degrees. Angle with this is 90 degrees. So 90 plus 40. What is the angle? So that angle is 130 degrees. So I will deduct from 180 this 130 angle. So remaining angle is how much? 50 degrees. So or else you can find out this angle, no problem. So this angle with this is 50 degrees. So by this what we are going to assume is, in spite of drawing with the angle with the axis, if you are confusing, I can draw this, or I can rotate this complete prism by 50 degrees. Why I am telling this is, in sketching by hand many people are getting problem with this line, because this corner is not touching the HP in the hand drawing. So in spite of that, what you can do is, so just draw one line at 50 degree angle. So this line itself is the base line, and midpoint of this base, see here, this is the midpoint, or whatever the line is there, length, you measure it and cut it at some midpoint. So from this point you can draw the axis in hand sketching. So I think it is clear now. Now I will take this complete solid in the front view and I will rotate it. So I will select complete solid, I will rotate by this corner as a fixed point. So see here, now it is not showing, okay, it is showing the end point. So this is the fixed point, and this point I want to rotate with respect to HP by angle of 50 degrees. See here, now this angle is 0. So from 0 to how much? 50 without copy. So already copy is there here. Now I will remove the copy. Without copy I will rotate it by 50 angle. So just enter it by keyboard. Enter. So now wherever it may be, where you want the position, you just move the cursor and click there. I hope this is understood now. So find out this base angle or axis angle and rotate the solid. So now in the front view, once it is inclined to HP, or all the corners, edges or the face is equally inclined to this XY. Now again project to downwards and you can draw the top view. So you can observe here. So if it is inclined to HP, you can observe like this on the corner. So one of the corner I will take. So like this I have drawn now. Or you can see the edges also. See now, if it is inclined to only HP by the base, can you see any hidden lines? No. There are no hidden lines in the solid object. So that's why in the second stage, if you draw the solid again, there are no hidden edges will be there. So there are edges which are visible, and behind that there are invisible edges are also there, but both are coinciding, so that you cannot show separately. So like this only I will keep it. Then I will go to the last step. So complete this second position now. So I will take the projection of lines again. So the thickness of the line is 0.05. Okay. So this projection of lines I will take. Again from here. Then now what I will do is, so from here I will take the projection lines. It is 0.05 again. So from this end, okay. Now we here can complete the hexagon prism. So for that, what I will do is I will take again one line of whatever the angle given here, 50 thickness. You can observe when once it is inclined to like this. So if I see from the top, you see. So this is the solid. From top I want to observe. So from top side, or else I will just rotate it. This is the front view. So this will be the top view. So from the top, what are the sides you are seeing, and tell me. So these all edges are visible. This edge, this surface is visible. This surface you can observe. So this surface, one of the corners or the edges are coming inside. So all the edges you can observe outside, or the outlines of the solid, are all visible. And whatever the lines coming inside, so this line or this line or this line or this line, all are invisible. Okay, so that thing I will draw here. So just complete it. And here I will draw some reference line. The projection line. So line you change it. So from this side, again from this side. So now how many complexions are there here? So to reduce this, what you can do is, once you name it, so already I have told you, so from starting from A at this corner, why it is touching HP here. So that's why A is from here, A, B, C, D, E and F. Now this is bottom, so I have named it, and the top surface is G, H, I, J, K, L. So like this you can name in the front and top views. Now come to here, A is touching here and A projection is coming from here. So just observe these two lines. So it is cutting here. So one of the hexagonal corner which is touching HP is coming here. So from this point I will start drawing the hexagonal plane. So take the line of thickness 0.5. So this is that intersection point A. So it is not showing. So go to tools, IntelliSketch, relationship. In this you have to just neglect this end point and midpoint. I want only intersection. Click OK. Now come to these two lines. Touch these two lines, come to center. So this is the intersection from this I have to start. Okay, A is over. Now B is here, bottom B is here, and bottom B is here. So these two lines are coming and intersecting at this point. So B is over. Come to C. So C is at the bottom. So C is here. Then D. A, B, C and D is in the middle. So observe the projection lines where I am clicking. I am clicking on D, which is from here, not from here. This is A, this is D. So D is here, but both are on the same line. And D from this top projection line. So I will click here. D is over. Now this is E. Then F. Again A. So bottom plane is over, which is hidden, which is visible. You draw it later. So just complete the solid. Later you can imagine from the top and you can draw the hidden and visible lines. Now again this, what is this edge? It is G. G, H, I, J, K and L. So come to here, again similarly stick it here, or else what I will do is I will just copy it to reduce the time. What I will do is I will move it with copy. So this complete plane I will take and just I will copy it by this endpoint to here. Okay, so now no need to again draw it. So like this you can reduce the time. So now I have drawn the top face here, bottom face here. Now join the edges. See here, now two edges are on the same line. Again here two edges are on the same line. Or face is parallel to the observer. So draw that by thick line, 0.5 mm thickness. So from this intersection to this intersection, which is visible or towards the observer. So this is nothing but from D to what? See here, A, this is D, G, H, I, J. So G to J it is. So these two lines I have drawn. Now come to this end. So from here to here, no problem. Only one line you can draw. Behind there is one more line. That is from this end to this end. So only one line I am drawing. Why? Because in the printout both are merging each other. Or while hand sketching also, this ends from here to here, or from this end to this end, all are merging to each other. No problem. So now observe how to draw the axis now. Axis is also merging. This is bottom point O1, or this is O. So these two lines are also coming here. So no need to draw the axis line because it is merging with the edges. Now you come to the hidden lines. Now if I am observing from the top, you just observe here. If I am observing from the top, what all things I can see? I can see this top face, that is containing G, H, I, J, K and L. This complete face is visible. Okay. Then bottom face, A is not visible. From B it is visible, B to C is visible. Okay, that I will do. So A to B is here. A to B is hidden. B to C is also hidden. So just come to that sketch. Now see. So which is A to B? A to B is here. Okay, so this line I will make it hidden. So hidden line is this. This is hidden. From B to C is hidden, but it is already merging with the some other line. Okay, no problem. Now from this A, other than A is, what is this line? You observe here. So from this A, B, BC is not visible. Okay, BC, A to B, or it is like this. If you are still confusing, it is like this. These all lines are merging here, visible, invisible, everything. Okay. Now this is from A to B is invisible. Okay, I have done. From A to this line is A to H. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, F. So A to F is also invisible. So draw it by hidden line. So this is over. Now come to other edges. Any other edges are invisible? Okay, this is invisible. What is this line? It is joining from A to this G, what I have taken. Now see, this A and this G is coming below of this edge, and it is invisible to the observer who is observing from the top. So that's why what I will do is I will draw one line of thickness. Some part of it is visible, some part it is invisible. Why? Because you see here. So from A, this is A to G. Can you observe here? See now, some part is visible. Why? Because this edge is coming here. Top edge is merging with this line. So some part is visible, some part is invisible when it is from the top. So I think second stage is also over by seeing the 3D image. Now come to the last position. So inclined to HP is over. So this was inclined to HP. Now last is inclined to VP. See now, inclined to VP may be towards VP like this, bottom face is visible, or it may be towards observer or away from the VP, where top face is visible to the observer, bottom face is invisible to the observer. This you have to think and imagine, or take some 2-3 minutes and think it, how axis to be inclined, either like this or either like this. So this depends on your imagination. So now what I will do, so normally if it is not given towards observer, always this axis to be inclined in front of VP, and it should be away from the observer normally, if it is not given in the question. So I will consider like this, and I will draw the last position. So to draw that, what is given question? In the question, draw the position of prism when axis is inclined to HP at 40 degrees over and appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degrees. Now see here, he has given appears to be inclined. Means after inclination with HP, the axis is inclined. Directly it is inclined to XY line or with the VP at 45 degrees. No need to take the locus. Okay. So this we have already considered. Now see, so just imagine like this. I don't know whether hidden line is this side or visible line is this side or the top edge is at this distance, I don't know, but just imagine like this. Like this I am going to draw the third stage. So just by keeping this in mind, I will go to the third step. I will take inclination with the VP. So as I had told, axis when it is inclined towards like this, VP axis is inclined to VP is also like this. I will take somewhat parallel to this line. So what is the angle given? Is 45 degrees. So I'll enter the angle 45 degrees. Okay. If it is going outside, no problem. Just move towards this line. And this is the inclination line. So just make it thinner line, 0.05, and it is continuous line. It is a continuous line, and it is very thin. Okay, now just I will take this complete solid which is inclined to HP in the second stage, and I will incline this axis to VP now. So from the top, if you are seeing, it is inclined to vertical plane. So just again I will go to the move command. So I want to move this complete solid. In the planes, what you observed is by pressing the control you can select all these edges, but here there is a confusion whether to select this line or inside line. Properly we cannot understand, or while clicking with the control you may skip some edges. So to reduce that confusion, what you can do is directly go to this move command. So here what you can do, directly going to the move command, other than this you can go to group command. So below this move command there is an option. So in this block label or group, you can select group. So here what I will do is, whichever the edges you want to group it or complete solid you want to tell it, just click on those edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like this, go on clicking all the edges of the solid. It means I am selecting complete solid, not only planes. So in planes it is easy to select different edges, but here it is difficult, which is behind or which is in front you don't know. So I have selected complete solid. Okay, now what I will do is I will copy it and bring it here, where apex point, which is this point, this is O, this is O1, or this is from G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Here it is from ABCD. So this is the bottom, this is the top. The top face I am going to incline towards VP like this. So this is ABCD, or it is G to L. This face is A to F. So come to this sketch. Grouping is over. Click yes. Group is done. Now what I will do, I will take move now. See now, if I click any of the edge or any of the corner of the solid, complete solid is selected already. So there is no confusion at all. So just I will click where I want to select the solid. So this solid I want to move it from this corner or any corner, because it is inclined on axis. So this axis line is crossing all these corners. So click anywhere on any corner. I will click here. So it is already available outside. Now with copy you take. With copy is already there. Okay, I will select here. So somewhere on this line which is inclined at 45 degree to VP, and it is appearing to be inclined, means this complete solid is already inclined to VP 45 degrees. So click it here and rotate it. Now I have taken the move command. Now take the rotate command. So already it is selected. So now selected solid, you rotate it without copy. I don't want copy now. So from where to rotate? This as a fixed point. This complete axis is inclined to VP. So this point I will select as a fixed point, and this corner I want to rotate. Okay, go to relationship, end point. Now this as a corner I will rotate it. Is that clear? Now this solid is inclined to VP at 45 degrees as per our second stage. Now if you see from this, from the front view, I am going to observe like this. like this I want to observe. The bottom face is visible, top base is not visible, then all lateral edges or the surfaces you can observe. This surface is visible, this surface is visible, this surface is visible. What about this? So some of the lateral surfaces you can observe, those are invisible. So connecting those edges you have to draw it hidden lines. So that can be drawn only by assuming or imagining these things. So go to sketch again, take the projection lines. So go to lines, continuous, thickness you will enter. Okay. So draw all the projection lines. So already A is taken on the XY line. So this axis line. So projections of this front view is over. Now projections of top view I will take. So see here. Now here there are number of corners. There are 6 corners at the bottom, 6 corners at the top. So totally 12 projection lines should come from the bottom. So where they are cutting, observe. And properly click on the line when it is vertical, not at inclined. See here, some edges are merging, no problem. You can just click there, because that all depends on the given inclination and the given solid. Just check here whether it is coming from the bottom or no. So what I will do, once again I will take. So slightly it may be merging with that. Slightly it is merging. If it is not taking like this vertical, or if it is touching here, what you can do is directly enter the angle 90 to reduce the confusion. If you move cursor anywhere, the angle will not change its angle. So this line will be continuously 90 degrees. So anywhere you click it, now come here. So this is also 90 degrees. Okay. From here 90. So all the projection lines, it will take lot of time. So these two lines are also near. Okay, all the lines are taken. So here one more is there. From here to this line. Okay. Now count these lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So all the projection lines I have taken. What is remaining now? The axis projection lines. So there are 2 axes here, 2 axis points. So that you have to find out. So that will be at the middle of this line. So from this line you have to take the axis lines, or from this line also you can take. So what I will do is, so draw one line from here to here. Go to tools, IntelliSketch. That is not showing the midpoint. So on it, switch off this intersection. I don't want the intersection now itself. So from this to this middle, or just perpendicular line, no problem. So from here I will take one projection line. This is axis line, which is at bottom. So here the bottom is here, up to here is enough to take. Now again from the mid of this is one axis point. So take that line, which is at the middle of this line, or from middle to here to here. So this midpoint I'll take. This is also one axis line which is cutting here. So I think all projection lines, how I am taking and where I am going to cut, you have understood, I think. So now to reduce the confusion, what you can do is you can trim all the unwanted lines, or else you just go on clicking on the corners. Later you can trim all the unwanted lines or extra lines. So just I will take one line now, take thickness. So to draw the